Matt,
Yes,
how in the world are you?
I'm pretty good.
Good.
I'm more than good.
Yes, you are.
I'm very happy. Uh, been. Let's see. I have a day off tomorrow. Super thrilled about that. That hasn't happened since. Well, I mean, we took. I believe it was Labor Day. Labor Day or Memorial Day. I forget which one. It was one of those. We had that off. But I haven't taken a day off in like 2 months. So I'm very excited to not have to wake up at 6 in the morning. Very, very happy about that. I also had my birthday this week.
It was your birthday. Oh, how lovely for you.
It was magical time. By magical time, I mean I literally did the exact same thing as I normally do every other day. Other than the only difference is that I had much more food.
Just getting your lovely face there.
I know, I'm just making sure you can see it. I ended up with a lot of food that night, both from my boss and my mom, and from you, your wife.
Yeah, I didn't make it.
Yeah,
those are actually good. She did give me some of the ones that were not up to form par, the ones that fall apart. Yeah, those were good.
Yeah. Yeah, I got cookies from her. I got Italian dinner from my boss, and then I got Mexican dinner from my mom. And I still have plenty of Mexican dinner. Yes, it's very delicious. Let's see. In the world of playing video games,
what's that all about?
yeah, I have been playing. I've been trying to play. I've been playing a little bit more of Fortnite's Battle Royale. That's actually a really fun game. I thought I was considering buying Players Unknown Battleground before this had come out, and then Battle Royale came out and it was free, so I figured, it's basically the same thing, just, an art style difference.
Right.
And in Battle Royale, you can actually build, like, cool little bases and stuff. You can give yourself cover when you're taking fire. You can also build things to give you better angles when firing at others. It's like if very, very small parts of Minecraft were combined with PUBG.
Interesting.
Well, you get a pickaxe, and you basically
you build stuff.
Yeah, you destroy buildings to make your own buildings.
Right.
It's fun. I've been playing that with my friends. Haven't played as much. I don't think I played a single game of League this week. That's sad. Haven't gotten the chance to. But I also got a new game, Divinity 2, because I found out that the PC version of Destiny 2 won't be coming out until the 27th.
Ah.
Yes. Made me sad. I don't know what pushed it back so far, because it was supposed to be like 2 days after the console version released. I think the console version released on the 6th of September, and then the PC version was supposed to release on the 8th.
It's been out for forever.
And then I knew it got pushed back, and I was like, oh, it probably got pushed back like by a week or so. I was like, no, it got pushed back by like more than a month.
That's insane.
Yeah, but figured since that won't be out for another 2 weeks, I'll go ahead and wait to buy that on another paycheck. But yeah, Divinity 2 that's a really fun game. I think I mentioned on here before that me and my brother have been we played Divinity 1. We're still playing it.
That's the one that's overhead, does split screen.
Yeah. Yeah, we're still playing the first one because I don't know if Divinity 2 has come to console, but my brother has the first one.
Maybe they could do a cross-platform play.
If his laptop would be able to play it, that would be really cool. Because I'd love to play the new one with him, because I think he'd really like it. Yeah, the first one was pretty good. It's basically like D&D, the video game, not like the actual D&D video game that's like an MMORPG. This one's just like an RPG. But the things they improved is they made it to where there's more classes than there were in the first one. You can actually pick a race. They have different races, because before you could only be a human. Now you can be a dwarf, elf, human. There's a lizard person. And I could have sworn there was a bird race that you could be. But that may have actually been a class. One of the classes you can, like, it's basically like an animal morph class, where you can like morph different parts of your body, or you can use like different animal appendages to fight.
It'd be such a hard game for me to play, because I don't see race.
No. I do, because
don't.
There's a difference between a dwarf and an elf.
They're just blind to it, you know.
5 or 3 feet.
I'm not obsessed with people's differences.
I am.
Yeah.
People are made different.
Tell me again how you're so full of hate.
It's overflowing from my body and pores.
It's over 9,000!
Dragon Ball. But yeah, that's cool. You can also be undead versions of those. And I think that's really cool. Because when do you get to normally be an undead?
I don't know.
Never. Although playing those guys is a little bit harder, because normal healing potions, healing spells, and food that would normally heal a live person actually hurt dead versions of those people, so you can only heal yourself with poison.
Poison is like a regen.
Mm-hmm. But one of the cooler abilities of the skeleton forms is that if you kill an enemy, you can take their flesh off and wear it as your own.
I mean, that just sounds like a normal, Thursday night for me.
It's really cool. And that's if you don't have a flesh suit or a mask, as they call it in the game. Normal people will aggro you, because skeletons...
Because you're a walking skeleton, of course.
Skeleton lives matter.
Yeah, shots fired.
There's no reason to be going after them skeletons. But I have only gotten through, I got through the tutorial, which took me about an hour and a half, maybe it's just an hour, but that's because I searched everything. I looked in every crate, barrel. I looked at I talked to almost everyone, because right off the bat you can get some allies if you choose to do something before you leave the tutorial. You can get there's 5 allies that you can possibly get. No, there's 6.
So could you kind of fly through the tutorial if you wanted to?
Oh, yeah. That tutorial could easily be done in 10, 15 minutes.
Because I'm what am I saying? I've played Kingdom Hearts 2. Literally the longest game tutorial in gaming history.
Yeah, you could try and fly through that, and it'd probably still take you about 45 or to an hour.
I would say if you know what you're doing, it's still a couple of hours when you throw in all the cutscenes. If you're skipping cutscenes, yes, probably 45 minutes.
Yeah, but yeah, you can go through that so much faster if you don't read any of the text and if you don't search anything. I searched everything because I know that in the previous game things were pretty expensive and you started off with no money. So I started the game off because I searched everything with close to 400 gold, and I have a bunch of items that I can sell. So I'm looking pretty good. Lizard people. Did I say there was lizard people?
Yes.
Because that's really fun. Because they have a unique race ability that allows them to summon a dragon totem that spews fire.
See, now you're just stereotyping.
Never have. That's such a cool thing to say. That a group of lizard people can summon magic dragon totems to spew fire on their enemies.
Would you say that they could imagine dragons into existence?
Maybe.
While listening to Imagine Dragons?
Probably, if they were into bad music.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, it's...
Maybe we should lay off the Java monsters. You're a little bit too honest. It's truth serum. That's really what it is. They just market it as a yummy coffee drink.
Yes. I don't want to know how bad that is for me.
Just do yourself a favor. Ooh, you got Mean Bean. That used to be what I used to get all the time.
We used to sell them at work, and then we stopped. But we still have like 4 different kinds of monsters. And it's like, no one even drinks them. Bring those back.
Don't do what I did and like drink one pretty much every day.
Oh, I used to do that when I did pizza delivery. That was the only thing that kept me alive. It was also killing me. So.
And killing you.
Yes. Much like Iron Man, the monsters were keeping me alive and killing me slowly. But yes, that I believe is everything that I've played. Streaming still hasn't happened yet because I still need to get a Blue Yeti mic, and I need to
figure out how to stream.
I need to figure out how to use that program.
The very program we are using now.
Yes. I need to make a setup that is okay, because before it was just the whole screen, which I kind of miss how easy it. I imagine it's gonna be. I've been told that with the program that I have, it'll be like it's the easiest way to stream on Twitch, but it's not gonna be as easy as just going to a Twitch app and just being like, oh, I want to stream on my Xbox. But as soon as I get the Blue Yeti mic, everything else will fall into place, which will be very happy, because then I can start playing video games for fun and also for possible money. Because we installed that donation button and
and then we stopped streaming. That was a great plan.
Someone said they wanted to donate to us. We put the donate button in, and then we just stopped.
It's a great plan.
Yeah. I mean, we were already making way too much money off of YouTube. We didn't know what to do with those 87 cents. Don't know what we would do with a few dollars.
Yeah. Our balance from YouTube is officially... Yeah.
That's a lot more than I thought. But yes. That is what I have been doing the up. Stephen, how about you?
You want to know how first I am doing the up?
Yes. How are you doing the up?
So, playing Pokemon Yellow. Got 7 badges now. I'm doing a little bit of grinding before taking on Giovanni, because there's practically no trainers or no experience, opportunities between him and Cinnabar or Blaine. I got Zapdos and Articuno. Articuno's now in my party. Yay. Easily my favorite of the 3. I mean, Zapdos is cool and all, but there's just so few ice Pokemon that are just ice, and are that as awesome as Articuno. So I always go Articuno over Zapdos.
Is Articuno not ice flying?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm doing that. I don't know how much of the post game I'm going to do. So I always get Mewtwo from the Unknown Dungeon. That's a given. I'm definitely going to evolve forms of Pokemon in Yellow that just require a stone, an elemental stone. I think because I've just done Red and Blue and I'm not really aiming for all the Pokemon. Because what I did in Red and Blue was I would take a basic form and evolve it using Rare Candy, the Rare Candy Infinite Item Trick, just to fill out as much of the Pokedex as I could. And I think it came down to like 127 without trading, I think, roughly, in Red and Blue. I think with yellow, since there's no infinite item glitch in yellow, you have to either grind or catch the evolved forms of those Pokemon to get them in your Pokedex. And I don't think I want to do that.
You could do what would probably be a very, very long process and take all the rare candies from blue and red, trade Pokemon from those to yellow, take the rare candy out, and then just keep trading back and forth.
You can't give items to Pokemon in those games.
Really?
Really. That was first introduced in Gold and Silver. Oh. I guess they did it in Leaf Green and Fire Red, but you are correct. That would be neat. It would be time consuming. But
or you could just also, get Pokebank.
I can't trade.
Can you not trade?
Not without another DS with Pokemon on it. Looking awkwardly at you.
I'm not going to buy Pokemon Yellow, Red, or Blue.
Oh, but I can still trade with your gold. Did you get?
Maybe. You could just get Pokebank.
I don't think it counts that as trading. But anyway. Yeah, that's... Why will this thing not stay up? It's really driving me crazy. I will put it higher than I want it to. Yes. So, been doing that. Yeah, I honestly think I will probably just look at which Pokemon I have in Red and Blue. If I have in Red and Blue, I'm not going to bother leveling it up. Leveling up the base form to evolve it in Yellow. I remember trying that when I was younger, and I just gave up, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to trade my Pokemon over to Red and Blue and level them up with rare candies on those games and then trade them back into Yellow. That's how I got 150 on there. Actually, I had 151 because I had Mew at one point.
Oh, cheater.
Also, what? No, I didn't cheat. I got Mew legitimately. Do you know how you had to get Mew?
I know of the fake way to get Mew.
You can hack the game. There's like a very specific way to play it, but you basically have to play the game just to get Mew. You have to do all these things in order. You have to trick the coding of the game. But yeah, Mew is in the game. It just doesn't appear anywhere. So, no, I got it from a friend who got it from their friend who got it from like one of those official Nintendo events where they would let you trade for Mew. And then I wanted to start my games over and I had Mew, so I traded him back to my friend, and then he started his games over without backing Mew up anywhere.
Nice.
So we lost Mew. I was so mad at him. Oh, goodness. So angry. Actually, what's really cool, and this makes me want to pull out my yellow cartridge on the original Game Boy, pop it into my Game Boy Advance SP just to see if this is the case, because there is a little house on the beach just south of Fuchsia City. And I seem to remember there was something about a surfing Pikachu minigame that wasn't on the US version of Pokemon Yellow. And the strategy guide even says something like, Nintendo may be releasing more news about this in the future. And I think if you go in there, like, there's some dude who says, hey, if your Pikachu learns to surf, which you can't teach Pikachu surf, so it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But he's like, if you teach your Pikachu to surf, you can play Pikachu Surf or whatever the game is called. It's in this version. I just walked in, talked to the guy in there, and he's like, oh, your Pikachu knows how to surf. You want to play this minigame? And it's kind of like There's a Kirby mini game that involves him surfing. It's like a 2D surfing thing, and like you have to do jumps and stuff like that. It's kind of a combination of that and Excite Bike, because you go over waves and you could do a flip. And if you do like one flip, it's 50 points. If you do two flips, it's 150 points. If you land Pikachu, on his board, if you don't land correctly, you fall off and lose time. And you've got a timer, and it's just basically all about trying to get a high score. It doesn't do anything for the game, but it's a neat little addition that they didn't just port the North American version of Pokemon Yellow. They actually added that into the Virtual Console version. So I thought that was really neat. Because I walked in expecting, this isn't in the game, and then sure enough, it went into it. That just happened today. So, pretty neat. Pretty neat.